Good evening, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome to the replay. You are now tuned into danayaazure. Boss Bay Beauty is in the building. What is good, Mama? How are you? Thank you for the hearts. You are now Tuesday. My name is danayaazure. You can follow me on here, Instagram, and on Twitter at danayaazure. Check out the website, www.danayaazureradio.com. Thank you so much for inviting your followers, Miss Boss Bay Beauty. Hey, Mama. And also make sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/notdesignedforyou. As I say always, when I'm doing this, since the camera's facing away from me, I always give you something beautiful to look at. So you are looking at one of my gorgeous models that walked in Fashion Week, MediaTips, Glenise. Absolutely stunning. So proud of her. So, yeah. So the topic today is how to make how to make an impression on social media. Hi, and on the radio. How to do it respectfully. Because everybody can make an impression, but you want to make sure that you're making that right impression. That's going to get you that callback. That's going to get you that recommendation. That's going to get you that respect. That's what you want. So hold on one second. I'm about to turn the camera around. I'm going to push the wrong button. Hold on. Really? Really now? Seriously? Really, Periscope, you gonna do that to me? Say, hello, how are you? What's good, everybody? Once again, my name is danayaazure, owner of Dana Designs for You. You can check out the website, www.danayaazureradio.com. Make sure to follow me. Hi! Make sure to follow me on here, Twitter, and on Instagram at danayaazure. You can check out the radio station, that's nexxlegacy, www.nexxlegacy.com. All right, Periscope's acting nice today. Yay, that works. So, the biggest thing about social media is how to you want to make sure that when you are on here that people know who you are, right? But how do you do that and be respectful? The best, I think, I see unique makeup's in the building. Hello. So the way that you do that and be respectful, especially on here, is you come and you announce yourself, say who you are. So there are different scopes. There's like promote your scope, all that kind of stuff. You can talk about who you are, what you do, where you're from. Make sure that you do that. And that way you can connect with the people that are on here. When it comes to Facebook, it's a little bit different. The basic thing about Facebook is, hello from Texas, hi from Chicago, how are you? So the basic thing about social media and building relationships is because you connect with them in some way. Anybody that is on your Facebook page, you know someone connected to that person from somewhere. So the question is, how do you know that person? Who are they connected to? What have they done that made you say, I'm gonna add that person, right? So I know, like recently, I've had a lot of people that I've been connected to through radio, or through modeling because I design jewelry. So I do a lot of photo shoots, and so I have my models that'll reach out to their friends, or they'll post a picture, or they'll like something, and whatnot. But a way that I've gotten to be memorable whenever I go anywhere is that, especially on here, I come in, I say hi, I give hearts, I share. I know, and I got to talk to Miss Baby Beauty, Boss Baby Beauty, on the phone. Yvonne is awesome. She's amazing. Yes, and I actually got, and I think that's the big thing too. When you talk to someone on here, if you make a real connection, why not take it offline? My biggest thing about social media is making sure that my relationships online are the same as my relationships offline, because they're things. That's when you can actually make a difference. I say all the time, when you go into a room, make sure that people know your name. And the reason and the way that you do that is either have something on that makes you stand out, or say something that makes you stand out. Thank you so much. When I was, when I was younger, I did a lot of community work. And so when I was on the board, I was on the board of an organization called Organization of the Northeast for 4 years. And the reason that I got on the board was because I was 19 years old when I first started. But the reason that happened was because I spoke up. When I went to a meeting, people knew where I'm sitting there yelling at politicians that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. And people noticed that. when you sit up there and you're the one person that says something, hello, Mr. Relentless, how are you? When you're the one person that says something that nobody else will say, because I promise you, I will sit there and wait for people to say something and nobody will say a damn thing until I open my mouth. Everybody's mad for the same reason, but nobody will say anything until I said something. Then that's when they're like, oh, we can say something now. But because of that, right there, that is the reason that I was the one chosen to be on the board from the organization that I was with. That was the reason that I was the one traveling the country on the dime of the organization, because of the fact that I spoke up. Thank you so very much. And it's so important. I think a lot of people don't understand that. When you see something wrong, say something. Say something. Don't just sit there and be quiet. That's the biggest problem we have in the city, in this country. I'm in Chicago, and I promise you, that's the biggest problem that we have here, is nobody wants to say anything until set the way. Absolutely. Nobody wants to say anything until I say something. It happens every time. Perfect example. I had an event. I'm going to be nice and not say the club's name. I had an event. The doors were supposed to be open at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. It's cold in Chicago in December, might I add. Okay? So, I'm sitting there, and people will wait. They will wait until you say something that they'll be like, oh, I'm going to just fall back. I'm sitting, it's freezing. My models are getting there. I will definitely make sure I follow you back, for sure. So when I got there, they're sitting there freezing their asses off. I'm like, did you knock on the door? No. Why not? Because they said, hello, Queen. Hey, oh my God, Miss Corporate D was in the building. What? So when I got there, when I got there, I was the only one to say. I was like, wait, what do you mean it's 3 o'clock and you guys haven't said anything? We're not in the building yet. We have a show at 6. That means we need to get makeup done, all that kind of stuff. People are sitting there freezing. Oh, that's not gonna work for me. So I went up there and I was knocking on the door like, no, y'all, hello, we're getting in, right? They're like, oh, we're waiting on this person, waiting on that person. I was like, no, we need to be in there because we have to do this, that, and the third. You're in Rockford? Oh, so you already know, you know the feel, you know how it feels in December here. Not good. Nobody wants to wait for an hour in the cold. That was unacceptable. I was so mad. You have no idea. But everybody sitting there, I'm like, there's like 50 people sitting there not doing nothing. I come up there, I'm like, let me get to the front. Knocked on the door. We got in there. Sure did. Why is that? Because I was like, no, this is not okay. But too many people have this misconception that they can just, I'm going to just fall back. I'm going to just let it go. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be the little fly on the wall and not be there. Why would you want that? And that's the problem that people have when it comes to social media. They're on there, but they're not really there. They make a comment occasionally. They might say something once or twice, but I've had people say I have a page. What do you mean you have a page? But I can't find it. If I can't find your page, then you're not active on your page. If you have a business, you need to be active on your page. I understand that some people are shy. Very true. But if you have a business, somebody has to be active on your page. If you can't do it, hire a virtual assistant to do it. Hell, I'm in the social media pages. Hire me. I will get that page out there. Trust and believe. You feel me? It's like, a lot of people don't understand that presence is important. But actually making noise on that presence is even more important. When it comes to here, what's going to get you noticed is sharing on here. That's what gets you noticed. Sharing, giving hearts, showing love, talking to the broadcaster. That's what gets you noticed on here. On Facebook, what gets you noticed is commenting on photos. Respectfully. Don't say the wrong shit because that'll get you blocked and, cussed out. So, I'm just saying, because one of my friends, she is so, shout out to, she has no problems cussing somebody out if they see the wrong thing on her page. I just block them. She'll just go in on them. Oh, man, I swear she will go in. I'm just like, told y'all, I should have warned you. Same thing with my girl Nikki Lynette. She does the same thing. You got to be very careful what celebrities y'all tick off because they will go in on you and hello, how are you? They will go in on you, I promise. And so, but a lot of people have that problem. That's the thing too. When you guys are talking to celebs on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, be careful what you say. Because you don't want to be that one. I'm going to tell you what that one is. That one is the person that gets the screenshotted post and everybody's laughing at you. I've seen it enough times. Don't aim, and that's another thing. Do not inbox. Getting the hang of this Periscope, I know it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky, but once you get the hang of it, you're gonna love it. I promise you. But another thing is like when you're talking to celebs or whatever on Facebook, Twitter, where anywhere it's something can be screenshotted, be careful what you say, please, because what happens. Thank you so much. I'll say you're awesome. You're awesome. Whenever you're talking to them, be careful what you say, because I promise you, I've seen it enough times. If you say the wrong thing, you're either gonna wind up on TMZ, and that's if you're lucky. Or I shouldn't say you, but your comment will, and it'll be scratched out and say this is what the stupid person did. Or B, you're going to be that person that the celebrity posts on their page and says, look how dumb they were. And you never want to be the person gets laughed at. That person will be the one getting laughed at, will get I've seen people leave their social media pages because they said the wrong thing multiple times, didn't know how to apologize, and kept going and just got shot down. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is, if you buy somebody's book, or you post a picture with that book, tag them in it. I promise you, that'll get your retweet, that'll get your shout out on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Not all the time, but most of the time, because people that have large names, they have a following, but they want to be recognized too. They're like, oh, somebody purchased my book. That's awesome. Somebody's giving me a shout out. That's great. That's how you get retweets. That's how you get reposts. That's how you get those shout outs on the radio. I'm telling you this because I know this for a fact. But when you sit up there and you just disrespect people and be negative, how is that going to help anyone? It doesn't. It doesn't help anyone when you do that. But when you sit up there and you're sharing posts, and you're showing love, and you're giving hearts, thank you so much, and you're giving hearts, and you're liking people's pages, and you're sharing people's pages, it takes 2 seconds to share. I say this all the time on social media. It takes 2 seconds to share. So why do so many people not do it? So people don't understand the importance of sharing is because of the fact that everybody doesn't have the same friends. So if I have friends in predominantly in Chicago, if you have friends predominantly in California, we don't have the same interests. But if we like some of the same things, why not share so they can get a different experience? Because I always share if I like it. Thank you for sharing that, Twitter Mama. And I think that's what a lot of people forget. That's where being memorable is key. It really is about sharing. I'm dead serious. I can't even tell you how many companies I've worked with, organizations, how many shoots, photo shoots, video shoots, TV shows I've worked with specifically because I shared. It shows respect. Thank you so much. It's about showing respect, showing love, having that mutual respect for people. And that's what's so incredibly key, is showing that mutual respect when it comes to radio especially. I promise you, the people that are memorable, like one of the guys that I actually have on my staff now is on my staff specifically because he was memorable. Because my boss is like, yo, he's awesome. I like him. My boss doesn't really like people, so it's kind of funny. he's like, man, I like his energy, whatever. We were looking for new hosts, and so that's why we're working together now. Because he came on and he said something multiple times, and my boss remembered him. So now he's going to be working with us, and we're waiting. Only reason we're not on air right now is because we're trying to figure out contracts and all that kind of stuff. But this is something that I've been doing for 3 years. I love working with nexxlegacy because the reason that I'm working with them is because I made a phone call. I tuned into a friend's show, and I was memorable because I shared the post before. I was tweeting, I was Facebooking, I was showing love. I was making sure to call in as much as I could, and making sure when I called in, I gave value. That's the key to everything, is give value. When you're in somebody's scope, that's why commenting is so important. You don't even have the scopes to get followers. You just comment and interact. It's the same thing with radio. Thank you so much. You're awesome too. It's the same thing with radio. When we have discussions, because we have discussions all the time, we just want people to call in, show love, all that kind of stuff. Say something that makes sense, please. That'd be helpful, because if you don't want to be that person either, because that's no fun for you. Trust me, I'm just saying. Getting treated on international radio is not a good thing. We've done it a couple times. It's bad. Don't do it to yourself. We had somebody that was ignorant enough to call in and spew racist comments. My boss called him back live on air. He's like, this dude left his phone number. What? Okay, bet. He shouted his number out to an international radio audience. It was hilarious. You don't want to be that person. So, yeah, it's all about showing love. It's all about being respectful. It's all about giving value. That is how you will be able to have a great first impression and prosper when it comes to social media. Be yourself. Have fun. And show love. It's a simple step. You guys can follow me on here, Instagram and Twitter at danayaazure. Check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/danayaazure. Check out the website, www.danayaazure.com. Be sure to follow my station on Twitter at nexxlegacy. That's nexxlegacy. Check out the website, www.nexxlegacy.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you were on the replay, remember you have to watch the entire replay in order to get 500 hearts on Android. iPhone users, y'all got it good. I think I might be going over to iPhone pretty soon. It's kind of crazy. But you guys are awesome. I love you to death. Thank you so much, everybody that tunes in. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing and inviting your followers. You guys are amazing. I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'm trying to get to the point where I can scope twice a day. It's really, really hard. I'm trying to force myself to do it. So I'm gonna do my good morning scope. It's gonna be my rise and grind because I wake up super, super early and then I start working. So we're gonna start the rise and grind scope tomorrow. We're gonna try this. Help me out with this. Help me be accountable for this. This is kind of hard, but we're gonna try to do that at least twice a day. I'm trying to make sure that I can stay on here and show love. Because I have a couple things going on. I had a really dope video shoot that I worked on for this video. Amazing artist Tracy this weekend. And that was really cool. Fortunately, I wasn't able to scope it. Let me see if I can do the next one. It just depends on the connection. So. Alright, thank you for joining. Make sure to catch the replay. So I'm about to get on out of here. I'm actually about to jump on Blog Talk. So if you guys are free, there's a show called No Filter, and you can call in at, oh my goodness, can't remember the number, 1-323-693-3021. I'm actually about to tweet it and post it on my Facebook page real quick. So if you guys want to call in and join me and have some fun on the radio. It is an adult show, but it's going to be awesome. Have some fun with a couple crazy kids. So I will talk to y'all soon, and you have a great night. Take care. Ready, Periscope? We're going to go